hello everybody, my name's Kate. I'm a creativity and empowerment coach, and I use that term because it's kind of a catch-all for everything that I do. But essentially what I do is I help people to tune into their creative essence so that they can empower themselves, right? That's a nice job to have. Anyway, what I'm going to be talking about tonight is art as a meditation practice. Hands up who's got a meditation practice. Okay. And who kind of would like to, but feels like it drifts a little bit and puts a bit of pressure on themselves to do it as well. Yes, okay. So the human brain takes in 34 gigabytes of information per day. That's a lot of cat videos, right? And we are picking up messages all over the place. 24 hours a day. What to think, what to wear, what not to wear, what your body should look like, how you should behave, what you should buy, what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat. It's all going in the whole time, isn't it? You know, we can't get away from it. As much as we would like to, we cannot get away from it. And actually what's going on is that we've got this incredible filing system called the unconscious mind. And the unconscious mind is taking in, take this, like 2 million bits of information per second. And what it's doing is it's taking it all in, and it's finding all these experiences, and it's deleting and distorting and generalizing until it makes up reality. And then we walk around in our reality having made sense of all this information that's coming our way and how we feel and how we should think about our lives, right? That's going on all the time. It's going on all the time for us. So I became particularly aware of this about 4 years ago, I would say. So I've been coaching for a while, but as I was setting up my business, I've got this amazing story of overworking and having to burn out. It's just part of my badge. That's what I do. And these are all stories. These are things that I've picked up and my messaging and the things that I was absorbing. And I was on this crazy ride of working really hard. I was setting up my coaching practice. I was still freelancing in the digital world. I used to work in advertising. I live in Worthing, so I would travel up to London every day, 4 hours a day on the train. I would work from the minute I got on the train. I knew my spot exactly, so I could get my table and I could work. And then in my lunch hours, I would coach, and then I would work some more. And then I'd do events in the evening, and then I'd coach some more. And I was constantly on. And I didn't feel that good, as you can imagine. I was a little bit stressed out, and my body was like playing hooky with me. And I thought, you know what, I'll go and speak to a nutritionist, because obviously those wasabis that I'm eating at 10 o'clock at night on the way home are not doing my body that much good. And I spoke to this lovely lady, and I told her about my lifestyle, and she went, your adrenaline must be shot. Your central nervous system must be all over the place. And in that moment, it was like being punched in the stomach, because my mum had died from adrenal cancer, from stress in her life. And at the end, the stress and the cortisol was all that was pumping through her body. And in that moment, I was like, I'm just doing exactly the same thing. I'm taking on that story. I'm doing exactly what that patterning was. And it was really interesting. So every morning that I woke up, I had this beautiful picture that I loved, this print on my wall. And I would wake up and I would look at it. And on this picture, it said, work hard and be nice to people. And so that's what I would get up at 5 o'clock, and I would work hard, and I would be really nice to people. And in that moment, I went, that picture is coming down. I quit the freelance gig, and another picture went up. And it's a beautiful Bonnie and Clyde picture. She's a Brighton artist. She's amazing. And it's an LA scene. Even has a little Bambi in there. It's amazing. And every morning when I wake up, I look at this amazing picture and I meditate on it. I get lost in the colour. I get lost in the detail. And for me, that's my meditation practice. Every morning it's my opportunity to come into myself. And so what I wanted to share with you is that we don't have to sit on a mat. We don't have to have be on this mat and transcend and have half an hour practice every day. Art in itself can be a meditation. So, for example, if you sit in an exhibition and you go to a gallery, you can get that sense of sereneness. You go and sit in front of a Rothko and get lost. And so art can be a meditation. And so you'll notice, wherever you are, that you've got these cards. These are practical magic cards. This is a tool that I've created. And for me, these are about taking a moment and a communion to the self. These are all cards are always, whether it's tarot, oracle, practical magic, it's a moment to connect in with the self. Hands up who hasn't got one. Here, let me pass these over. So, I'm going to get you to meditate with your card for a moment. So take your card and connect in and see what the message is, what that communication with yourself is with your card. It may be the colours, it may be the words. Get lost in the detail for just a moment. This connection is a connection with your soul. It's a moment to breathe. It's a moment to ask yourself, how do I feel? What's coming up for me? Then do a little mini reading with the person next to you and share with them what this card has brought up, what it means to you. Just a couple of minutes. Okay, thank you. So, just to round up, in terms of how you can have a moment with yourself every day, how you can find art as a meditation, maybe something as simple as getting lost in a picture, getting lost in the detail, going on an adventure within art as a mindfulness practice. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate. Can you tell us a little bit more about your cards? Because I know you've launched these through Kickstarter, haven't you?
Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, I have. This is a work that I do, which I call practical magic, which is the magic is when we communicate in with ourselves and have this communication with us. And magic happens when we can take practical action. So I've created these cards. There's 52, well, there's actually 56 of them. And they're all around the pillars of calm, create, empower, and vitality. And with every card, there's an activation exercise. So whether it's an NLP exercise, a breathing meditation, creative visualization, or a coaching practice that you can go with it. And I've launched it via Kickstarter, which is a crowdfunding campaign, because I want everybody to have a part in this coming to life. I've got 2 weeks left on the Kickstarter. I've got to get to my funding target, or it doesn't come out. So if anybody is interested, if you want to know more about your card, I've got the book as well. So there's my interpretation, your interpretation is yours. But if you search Practical Magic on Kickstarter, then please do back me.
Thank you. That's okay, thank you. Thank you.